For charging.
Yes.
Afternoon training. Nice of you to come and welcome to everybody joining on the live stream. We're going to take a look again at defense against weapons. I believe most of you have done it first time with me, so second time maybe I can mix it up a little bit. We do the same exercises briefly, and if you got it, you can do it even more. And second part of the class, Buddha-san will do weapons. Okay? So as always, we start with a small warm-up, starting with the neck, side to side. Says we're in the Kung Fu school, and of course, right stance. And forwards and back. And rotating around. And in your own time, alternate sides. Good. Hands go up, shoulder height. One palm is facing down, the other palm is facing up. I'm going to be looking at the palm that's facing up, and then I alternate sides. Really get a stretch. Good. Now the right foot forwards. Turn your arm around. Always start slow. If you feel loose in your joint, really momentum. And back. Good. We change left side. Start slow. Nice big circle. And back. Good. Back to your horse riding stand. Both hands together. 9 times forwards, 9 times back. Swing around the spine. Good. Overhead, side to side. And forwards and back. Good. Once you've done it a few times, from down position, circle, big circle in front of you. And other direction. Yes. Good. Out of the horse riding stance, knees. So actually this exercise, when you try to stay upright, is knees and heels. It's not just my knees. Yeah, knees and heels. That was my knee. Good. And now you're going to go in a very deep horse riding stance. Very deep, very low. Ideally, you want your hip just an inch over your knees. So that's really high. From here, sit down, body weight on the heels, tailbone tucked in. Do you see how low? Yes, you guys have a very good example of how low you can go. And come up. Shake out your legs. And go again. Okay, now you should be a little bit comfortable here on the bounce. Bring your hands back. Nice and slow, no power, 20 Shaolin punch. Just technique, try to stay loose. And stand when you finish. That was 20? Yeah? Go again. This time no punching. Go back to your breath. Try to feel this. Try to feel this bounce. It's very uncomfortable at first. Good. 10 seconds. Somebody count 10 seconds? Yeah?
10.
Yeah?
9, 8,
Okay.
7,
Yes, thank you.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Very good. Then stand back up, shake out your legs. Okay. Very good. Warm up enough? One more exercises? No? Okay. So, defense against weapons. I'm pretty sure you guys saw how we train weapons before. First, we have to differ edge and impact weapon. Edge is everything that's got a blade, a knife, broken bottle, it's got an edge. Impact is everything that will just have impact. So we train either knife for edge or the cane for impact. I want to start with the knife. It's more dangerous, but actually for training purposes, it's more playful. Okay? Nothing really gonna happen if I stab with this. But if I hit you with a bamboo, something is gonna happen. Okay? So we start with that. The second thing we have to differ is a threat situation to an attack situation. So if I would be, hey, give me your money. Thank you. Give your money. Go away. Don't fight with a knife. So if he's holding that and you say, give me the money.
Give me the money.
Some people will teach you, that's okay. If you can pull it out, it's okay. I will let you try this amongst you. But from here, why am I making contact with the blade? He's threatening me. He wants the money. Give him the money. Don't reach with your forearm to the blade. Because if he's a little bit concentrated, and he just do this, my wrist, it's committing suicide. If you're very, very good, try. But I say wait. When would you do something like that? If, God forbid, the knife is traveling towards you. If he's trying to stab me, then I'm gonna try to use this kind of technique. Okay? Before we go into that, if he's gonna come and stab me here, move. Before you incorporate your hands or try to disarm, try to do something complicated, if he stabs me here, I'm done. If he stabs me again, fight. I got scratched, I can still fight, can still save myself. So the most important thing, and always the first training, he punch, out. Change hands, thrust, out. Change hands, speed up, speed. Okay? It's a little bit easier when you know what's coming, you know what to expect, but get the motion correctly. Every technique that you will do would work much better when you change the line of attack. Okay? So just try simply to get the thrust in and step out of the way, both sides. You can start with that. Find a partner. You have a knife over there? Yes. Bring a knife for us. In my case, I don't need to change hands because I will always go to the center line. You can go both sides with me.
Huh?
I
didn't.
Yes.
It's easier. Yeah. Way easier.
Because of your left foot forwards. Yes. Look at them. Okay, just guys, just a small correction, just to make it more accurate. We're going for thrust, forward thrust. So this is a poke. Stay, it's okay. Nobody does this. It's going to be this. So it's actually traveling from low, and it's creating space to react. Okay? So when you do this, you don't give your partner a fair chance to block. Yeah? When you do this, you cannot really move out of the way. But when I do this, I'll have time to go out of the way. Okay? Try it a little bit realistically. Go for the full motion. Don't have to speed up or hurt, but just go for the full motion of the step. Yes. Don't get killed. It's okay to get caught, but don't get killed.
We're getting stabbed one hand.
I'm always saying, my position always, I'm scared. I don't want to fight.
Yeah.
Just I'm scared. I don't want to fight. Yes. Okay. Very good. Same things with the hands up. Remember position? Always. Sorry. I'm scared. I don't want to fight. Sorry. Always from here. Okay, are we making sure that you both tried on both sides? Yes? Okay. Now I want you to salute your partner, change a partner, try to be even more realistic. So this, don't have to do anything. This got a rhythm. And he learns to predict the rhythm, and he's gonna move before I'm doing anything. Single steps, okay? So I'm with him, we're going around, one chance, ah. If I'm holding it with my left, one chance, ah. Okay, very good. Change partner, try it with motion. Single strikes, not repetitive motion like this that we learn to predict. Now less static.
Change partners.
Yes, change partner, please. He with the knife there like a gangster. You're carrying the knife like a gangster. It's opposite side with the blade out. Mhm. Good. Good. Everybody tried? Good. So we're gonna try to go back to slow down and static. Thrust from there. Best case scenario, I stepped, I'm out, plus I catch. This is the best thing that can happen. Everything other than that will be worse, okay? If I'm on the line and catched, still a problem. If I'm not on the line and didn't catch, still a problem. Best case scenario, you go out and you stop the arm. Then you can do that, okay? The technique would be to manipulate his wrist. This is what I'm trying. So I control here and I don't stop the wrist from moving because then I'm stopping my own technique. A little bit over here on the forearm, and then I strike, I'm trying to fold the wrist. This will make the knife disappear, okay? Not an easy trick to pull, but your best case scenario. Ideally, you step out and you're somehow in control. Only thing in your mind is this arm, okay? Try to fit this arm on the first go, and then we will see what happens if it doesn't work, okay? Good, let's try.
Too high?
You're trying to slap me. You want? Stay there. Better. But you see the difference when you do it with me? First time, you catch very good, but then you slap me,
Yeah.
push it there. It's not a, I'm not trying to hurt you. Push. Yeah, better. Yes. Yes. Once you catch, I'm not trying to hurt his, slap his wrist. I'm trying to bend the wrist. So I'm not hitting and back. I push through. He felt it. I push through. Push through. Oh.
Yeah.
Yes. Are you not succeeding with the disarm or are you good with it?
Not succeeding.
Not succeeding?
Yeah, not at every hit. Not every time.
So what do you do then? That's the next progression of the exercise.
Control the arms.
So if fishy stabs me, and I got this good, and I'm trying to take the knife out, I'm not pulling back. If this didn't work, stay on the arm. Stay on the arm. Okay? Slow, I catch, and I try to do that. If this didn't work, what's he gonna do? He's gonna pull the knife back. He's gonna try to fight. He's not gonna stay static. I cannot let go of the arm. I'm gonna get stabbed again. So it's like I've done nothing. Once I catch the arm, I cannot let go. Even if this didn't work, I stay on the arm. Keep the limb. You cannot disarm the weapon, break the arm.
But it's very hard to disarm because usually when they're stepping, they hold it.
Yeah,
Real
it's,
tight.
yeah, I don't want to hurt you, but this tightness can work against you. If I really go through with the power, then, okay. But this is why you're also right. There's a normal progression of, ideally, we can disarm. 1 centimeter away, and the knife is still there. Stay on the limb. Don't let go of the arm, because the knife is definitely coming back at you. Okay? It's going to be again and again and again. So once you grab that, stay on it. Okay? Try. If you can switch to slowly just step. We did this, it works. If I really want, it works, yeah? But if I don't want to hurt, and I did this, and it didn't disarm, stay on the arm, try to separate the knife from the body or break the elbow. Okay? But you have to stay in contact. Try again. And try? Yes. On the side. But try first. Try to disarm. Go through. There you go. There you go. Good. Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
You should know that you're not touching the blade. At any point, you're not touching the blade. Keep both. Yes. Other hand. Just be careful. One thing. If I'm doing it with him, here, it didn't work. You come here. See, this is who we don't like this. Go. Pull back. Always pull back. Stay far. Yes. Yeah, I see what happens. He steps from here. When you go in, you're bending his elbow. It's not gonna work. Straighten the elbow. That's part of the technique. Yes, keep it. Yes, keep it there. This keeps his hand locked, his elbow locked. If you're not there, bend the elbow. Let him bend the elbow. It's not gonna work anymore.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes. Okay, good. Salute your partner. Usually I ask if you have questions about this technique, but when you're dealing with knife, you probably have questions. Nothing is like a closed technique, 1+1. You never know how big the knife, how strong is it traveling, how well did you react. So again, we're just trying to see more and more possibilities, just trying to improve options. Okay, so now to a less favorable position. I'm not fast enough. I wasn't able to step out of the line and hold the wrist. What next? Same, he's coming down there with a big step. 1, 2. So the important part, I'm here. I didn't go out. This is really, really dangerous now. I cannot let him hit me. I still turn my body, but I let this hand, while I parry it, I still let it travel. Bam. And this I'm going to try to break with the elbow. Now I'm not going to hurt him because it can really break the muscle, but he knows that this can make him drop the knife. On full force, you hit the wall like that, oh, you're going to lose the knife. So first thing, this. And again, just like previous technique, if this is not going to work, we're going to switch. Okay, but first get the entry. You're on the line. Sorry, I don't want to fight. No. Stop it just there, but I'm not there. Step out and try to break this muscle. Okay, good. Let's try this one. Don't break my muscle. Parry, step, elbow. Hit. Yes. 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 Oh, very good. Be careful. This would break my muscle. A little bit lower. Bend the elbow more. Yes. I want the sharpness, exactly. Step me. Bam! You cross there.
Yeah.
In slow-mo. Here. But it's not like there again. It's brutal. One try. Slow down, don't miss. Don't slide. Stay there. Okay?
Nope.
No. Yes. Yes, but you see, if you do it again and hold, you see, if you don't have this, I'm still, you saved already. Yeah. For this one, if he stabs me, I don't have to turn my palm for here. So now, here. I don't need to go there. That's kind of awkward. It's just, yes,
A little, just mechanics.
yes,
Is that what we're doing?
pretty much.
Okay. Mhm.
Yes. One thing is lacking here. If you do it here, we do it slow. So you're doing this,
Yes,
you're stopping his hand,
yes,
and then you're striking with the elbow.
yes.
So it's like a 1-2. So you're not using his momentum.
Yeah,
Yeah? Come slow. I'm not stopping him and then generating power.
Yeah.
Come forwards. I'm letting him crash.
yeah.
I'm just guiding this into the crash, but I'm letting you crash into my elbow.
Okay.
Again. So more same time. When you do 1-2, still maybe works.
Yeah.
One, and you can generate here enough power, but you're
yes.
not using his momentum anymore.
Yeah, right.
Okay, so more quick, more on the same beat. Bah. Yeah, more. Yes. Yes.
Oh, okay, I know what you're
Okay, good. And how do we follow up from there? Good, got it? How do we follow up from there? Control the arm, same thing. He's trying to stab me. I got the good entry, I saved myself, I hurt him, but he still have the knife. What am I doing? I'm never letting go. Here, keep it far away from you. As much as you can, control the limb, control the arm. So in this case, the best way to switch, slide here, and now you're catching with both arms, and you're going straight there. Hit. 1, 2. Wow, you see, far away. Even I missed far away from you as possible. So try to switch. This one is really hard to switch. You need to change your footwork. But even if it didn't work, get away from the knife. Keep the hand away from you. Good? Let's see. Should I do the nasty technique or move on?
Huh?
The knife. Oh. Oops. I'll give them another something, and I want to play with them, new stuff that they didn't see yet. Okay, good. We're trying to get more techniques in today, so I'm not going to spend so much time on each and every technique. Yes. Stab me again. Step. Again. Oh, again and again. And again. Cannot. Find this angle. Slow. Cannot. Again. I'm not traveling towards her. I'm not craning the knife. Definitely not craning the knife. Yes? I'm not reaching out each and every time or adjusting each and every time. Just find the angle that it cannot come in. Yes, I'm not moving. It doesn't go in because we found where to stop the line. Of course, the line of the attack would always change with respect to the one attacking. Can be taller, knife can be shorter. But with the partner that you have now, try with the right. Stab me. Go. Yeah, doesn't go. Okay? Again, she's going to pull back and cross my face. So it's far from enough. But first find the angle. find this one. When you actually can stop a step without any technique or anything, just trying to save my life, this is really not slippery. Keep this tight. Keep this one really tight, okay? And try to find I will go around and find the angle with you. It's good condition too, so don't try too much. Yes. Bend a little bit. Yes. Now she's gonna hit the forearm. Try. Try to stab him. Yeah. Yeah. There you go. Maybe you need to adjust a little bit. Stand upright. Okay. That's cheeky. No.
Oh, I stepped out of the way.
No. Don't reach out at all. Stab me. I'm not moving.
Oh, okay.
I'm not moving. I just want to find the position.
Okay.
Yes, close the fist, stand upright. Go. Okay, if it starts to be a conditioning exercise, then we can, I think we understand. But really, I'm still gonna have to change the lines. So this time, if he's coming to stab me, I didn't go to this side. I'm on the center. I'm gonna have to go inside from here, not to the outside. So what's happening naturally here, if he stab once, I'm tight, go, hit, it's stuck, okay? But now I'm gonna loosen it up. What's gonna happen? Hit, he's coming under. It's his momentum is pushing now my hands into where it should be. Okay? So if you take a little bit step and come, okay, from this position of the block, first time I'm not gonna move. Second time, slide in. Okay? And now I'm not there. I don't mind about this. I'm here. Of course, you need to keep fighting from here, find a way to this arm, break the arm, because otherwise it's pulling back. So it's no technique is complete against the knife until you disarm, but the entry to save the life of, here, stab me, I'm dead. Stab me again, still alive. Stab me again, collect the arm. Try to control it across your chest, here. Pin the elbow with both your hands on your chest. Want to try? Yes. Start slow. Let it crash first. Okay, I got the angle. Next time, it's gonna slip in with two hands. Let's give it a go.
Oh, I slipped this under, okay.
Yes.
So,
Yes. No, both under. Right hand also from under.
oh.
Yes. Okay, again, slow. Again. Here, and let it slide inside both hands. Now, wait a second.
Trap.
Palms on the elbow. And now breathe in the chest. Now you can hurt the arm more. Yes. 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 Knee to the groin. From inside. From, yes. Go back to the right for a second. Yes. Oh, wait a second. I see why it's hard. You're not, stab me? You're not there. You're here. Stab me. It's really hard to come inside.
Yeah, yeah.
You need this hand to be a little bit outside.
Okay.
Here.
Yes.
Okay. So look at my feet from here. Hit me. 1,
Yes.
2.
Okay.
I'm literally letting it slide in.
Okay.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, good. Guys, let me help you a little bit with that. It's the hardest thing ever to freehand against a knife. So a lot of the knife training and weapon trainings, it comes actually from Filipino art, Filipino martial art. It's called Kali. So for them, there is freehand against a knife, but they train more knife to knife or stick to knife. Because if you see somebody with a knife, grab something. Don't go empty-handed, okay? So get another knife for me, please. I want to show you the lines. Selena. The lines and the angles. How we hold the knife and how we react towards the knife. What do we predict her to do? Now we're not there anymore. This is a little bit more dangerous. Okay? This is a little bit more dangerous. If she's doing that, this is diagonal 1. She's coming from shoulder to hip. Correct? Shoulder to hip. Other side, shoulder to hip. Even if I want to slap you, same body movement. So we predict that. When she comes from the right shoulder, it's diagonal 1. When she will come from the other shoulder, it's diagonal 2. I will always react mirror with what she's doing. Hold it on the right. Step me from right. I'm doing the same. Again, slow. Same. She's coming from the other side. No, same hand. Just, yes. Then I'm doing the same. If she's doing 1, I'm doing 1. If she's doing 2, I'm doing 2. So come 1. The trick is, when she comes to me, I'm not trying to go to kill her, because then we're both dead. No. Slide back, shuffle back, take the attack. Okay? This one. 2. Okay? So that will be the next exercise. But the one that's reacting is not loaded. You cannot wait, oh, I'm on diagonal 2. So I want to show you something. I never do it because it's not Kung Fu. How do you hold a knife? That's military training, okay? It's not Kung Fu, but to help you react. Flashlight. Keep it here together with your knife, and I'm aiming at the knife. See, you don't see it because of the daylight. I'm here, and you see her fist? My flashlight, I'm going to follow just one knife. I'm going to follow this all the time. Now surprise me. Okay? So you're holding the knife here, and you imagine flashlight. You aim this at the weapon. Okay? This is your position. You're aiming at the weapon. Come, get me. Each and every time, she cut her wrists. Okay? So start with weapon to weapon. The one that's attacking, only diagonal 1, diagonal 2. And the one that is defending, start from here. And you aim all the time. You're locked at the knife. You're always aiming your hand to the knife, and once it's coming, you slide back. And you react either 1 or 2. Just give it a go. Just a second. Yes. Shuffle back. Shuffle back, slice the wrist. Yes. Yes. Why so hard? Shuffle back. Shuffle back. Yes. Do it with me. It's okay. And thrust. Okay, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Yes.
Oh, wow.
Why you're such a bumpy guy? Yeah, you're not guy. You're such a bumpy person. Like road bumps? You get bumps? Okay, if it's painful, it's because of the one that is attacking. If she's attacking fast, you have to react fast. It might be painful. If you slow down, you can catch it without any damage. Yes. Yes. Each and every time, catch the, yes. Okay, guys, back to the center. Don't forget where you're holding the knife when you're defending. Okay? It's not here. It's here. It's here. Now let's add another one. We're going to do 1, 2, back to the thrust. Start slow. So for the first 2, I'm shuffling out. Shuffling out. Third one, step out. Again. 1, 2, 3. Now me. 1, 2, 3. Turn your body there. And stop. Stop. Straight that. Yes. One more chance. 1, 2. Yes. Okay. This is not even a slice. You stop it. So trust. Trust me. I'm not trying to slice. It's still going to come. You see the momentum? Thrust. I slice. It still hit me. Slice. Stop it. Try to stop it. Okay? So add 1. 1, diagonal 1, diagonal 2, thrust, and change. She's coming. I shuffle 1, 2, step out. And then me. 1, 2, 3. Okay? Let's try. Let's give it a go. Yep. Yep. Do it with me for a second. 1, here. 2, here. 3, there. I'm inside. No, that should be it. The third one is a thrust.
So then I'm
So
coming.
do it.
Okay.
Yes, do it with me. Slow. 1, 2, 3. Oh.
Yeah. Okay.
Huh? But you see this? I'm aiming to stop. If I go cut,
That's gonna still come.
okay, try to stop it. I'm going to ask you to get the tea in a moment.
The tea?
Yeah. I mean, we're
Oh, yeah, it's weapons. Okay, yeah.
4:30. No, 5 minutes. Yeah. Yeah. From inside. From inside. Yes. But are you keeping the flashlight here? Same, this hand. This? No. Yeah. This is the flashlight. You're aiming with this one. Okay? From inside. From in here. Yes. Do it with me again.
Left.
Left.
So
1, 2. Okay? It's just you got confused because you're on the left.
yeah.
But if it's just the stab, I'm trying to stop him, but I'm not going to take the risk. Do it again. No risk.
Okay.
Stop him. But I'm still inside. I didn't step out. Okay? Do it slow. Do it slow. It's going to hurt on the wrists and fingers. Can we do it with 2 sticks?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
One more. Yeah.
Okay, good. So, your best chance would be to pick up a longer range weapon. If you're knife to knife, same length, and you don't really know how to work with a knife, so how much advantage do you have? Maybe just psychologically. But if she have a knife and I have a stick, she cannot reach. Okay, so you think you can reach, but I'll show you. I'm going to utilize on the range of the weapon. Before we go stick to knife, I'm going to do the same exercise with stick, just to get the shuffle out and the lines. So this is diagonal 1, this is diagonal 2. She come in with 1, 1. Now me. Okay, just make sure you're not cheating. Meaning, you do this, now it's coming overhead and super short. Now, we said it's going to be shoulder to hip. Okay, so loose, don't try, loosen up. I go. I attack. Before the distance, look at my strike. No power, let it travel. Let it travel, okay? So 1 stick each. You shuffle back twice. She's coming. Once, twice. Now me. Step again. Now she. One, two, 1, 2. Okay? No power. Get the distance in right so we can defend against the knife again. Slowly. Yes. Yeah, good. Okay. Guys, don't build up too much force because next you're gonna do stick to knife, and if you hit the wrist like that, that's way too powerful. Try to just be accurate. Just be accurate. Don't stop there. Just shoulder to hip, just movement. Just get used to the movement. Yeah? Try again, we switch to knife. Okay, good. Now, if the attack is coming, diagonal one, slow, and I go here, I'm gonna clear it out of the way and jump in again. So it's very likely that if this hits the wrist, the weapon is not there anymore. Okay, if this hits the wrist, the weapon is not there anymore. So when she's hitting me slow, I aim in there. You see exactly on the wrist. And then the movement will not stop. Out of the way, shuffle back in. Okay, you can shuffle back in with the back. You can shuffle back in with the thing. But what you want is get the knife out, jump back in. Try. Don't try this at home, kids.
The attack is coming. What, diagonal?
One, diagonal one. Diagonal means shoulder, yes. Do it again, slow. Stop, you didn't shuffle, you want it here. Bang. Yes, much better. No, it's up. Yes, diagonal one. Do it with me slow. Do it with me slowly. Slowly. If you don't shuffle back, you're here. But I want to be in this part of the stick. So when she steps me, out of the way. Yeah? So use more this part of the cane, not so deep. Shuffle back. Okay, good. Any questions?
It seems like if you shuffle backwards, that's a pretty big step you have to take to get back in, yeah? Like if I'm shuffling back
Yeah.
to get to you, it's a fairly large step that I have to take to come into.
To come back in?
Yeah.
Put it down. Let's imagine you have a knife and you're coming from up. Slow. I'm here.
Yeah.
Yes?
Okay.
Hand out of the way. As much as I need, I can correct from here.
Okay.
But I'm choosing because I want to close this distance again.
Okay.
So if you slice me, out, hand out,
Yeah.
I don't need much
Okay.
because I have a weapon.
Okay.
This is where you utilize the range of the weapon.
Okay.
Okay? You shuffle back to save yourself. You shuffle back in only if you really need to. This is distance management. Okay? Okay, good. Let's put the toys back. Okay. If you have to be a hero, grab a weapon yourself. It's going to be very hard to disarm somebody. You think I'm going to go and get the knife. He thinks he's going to keep the knife. It's not gonna work like in training. Don't go disarming somebody and try complicated no, no, not at all. If you have to, grab your own weapon to counter the weapon. Good, and straight. Very nice, thank you. Let's have tea. Thank you. Thank you, Katya.
Okay.
Good, thank you. Thank you, Selena.
I was actually underneath the tree house. Oh, yeah. I was in there enjoying the sun, and then all of a sudden it was just like, I kind of run back to the. Hey.
Hello.
Hello.
Actually, it's the charge, so it's disconnected, so it's the microphone. Break.
Ah, okay.
Only for the break. After that.
Today they set it up on the bench that you don't have to stand there with it for no tea break. And then even, yeah, so you're gonna
They're gonna be in here. I don't know, is it open?
yes.
Oh, they're all in there.
So for those of you who've been following the defense against weapons, when you train Shaolin Kung Fu, they use different weapons. So of course this is a little bit more
You can just set it here.
modern variation of it.
And you don't have to hold it.
Back in the day, Shaolin training, they
Oh,
used
he's talking.
Tiger for
The mic's not working, just the mic's on the phone only. Yeah.
Finally, I got the courage.
There we go.
Good.
All right, grab some tea, everybody.
Yeah.
Cute. There's room here. I'm not that smelly today.
Everybody else.
Yeah, everyone else.
Somebody got bruised. A little bit. Bruised.
Always.
Some tiger balm, you'll be good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, I like that attitude. That's a real kung fu attitude. Like, yeah.
But it's a little Australian like that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, not. Oh yeah. It's like, yeah.
Yeah.
It's definitely channeling that inner master Ian. Definitely. Yeah.
Oh wow.
A little different tea today in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Not lemongrass.
Can you? Can you?
It could be.
Yeah.
To be honest, I'm not sure the flavor. It's a little. Yeah.
And ask somebody to give water to the plants because the other guys are very responsible.
Yeah, this one too also is.
Yeah, I brought them for my porch.
Oh, you did?
All
Oh,
those
that's nice of you.
4 little ones and the big ones. It's the real one to the garden, no? It's ready to go in the ground, but needs to be taken care of.
Okay.
I would tell Apple, but she's on the off.
Yeah, well, I can make some effort too. I like water plants. Yeah. I was wondering where they came from.
From my house.
Oh, lovely. Lovely.
I rescued them. Now I think they're ready to go on the ground and then you can have free pots.
So, welcome chat to the tea table. This is where we like to talk about Kung Fu, Qigong, Chinese philosophy, any questions we have in class, any things we're kind of wondering about the school. So if you have any questions, by all means, you can probably barely hear me. We are charging up the mic right now. So if you do, feel free to write them in the chat. If we don't address them today, we will address them in the future. And we always welcome intelligent conversation. Any questions?
Compliment me so well. That's what I wasn't doing.
With that being said, does anyone have any questions about what you just did for us here? Maybe how not to be so bruised? No, I'm kidding, I'm kidding. So that means
When you did the technique of like getting rid of it, putting it down, and then going back in, would you do it from the other side?
Again,
So the final one that we did, when you cross it, get it out of the way, step back in, would you do it from the other way?
same, when we just how they do, we have to shuffle kind of sideways.
Okay.
To enter, if I'm understanding your question. But we train it like this, 1, 2, because we don't want to change hands all the time.
Yeah.
But likely you would know if it's left. Then you have to react from the left anyway. So you're going to be doing diagonal too. So you change them. Now you see a huge rainbow.
Oh yeah.
Yes, turn the camera, you have to see that.
Oh wow.
How does this
Yes.
work? It's here on the window.
Big one.
oh, there's a double almost trying to form.
Double
over here.
rainbow!
Bigger.
Yeah.
Wow.
Awesome. Wow, that one's
That's pretty
really
cool.
bright. You can see
Yeah.
all the colors. That's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. Nice. People are reacting, right?
Yeah.
Or what is that? Soccer match or something?
That's a military base.
Oh, that's what that is. They're excited for the rainbow
They
too.
just,
They
they
love
just
rainbows.
seen, they just seen the
rainbow.
double too.
Yeah, they're
and
just excited.
obviously
They're
very
excited for the rainbow too.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I saw such a clear one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where you got the whole.
You can even see it against the trees, which is really cool.
Yeah.
Do you see the Care Bears sliding down?
Cool. There is plenty of tea.
Where's the military base? Is it the airport?
Everywhere.
It's up there.
This land belongs to them, the airport, and go on the road, instead of taking left down, you take a right. There's big military camp.
Yeah, even down by the driveway. Kind of maybe you see that fence that runs along across from the airport there. That's all military. But they let the locals kind of hunt there before it.
Just locals, somebody told me this on my first year and I had to try. He said, you can just drive in with your scooter. I said, what? No, I served in the military. You cannot do that. It's very dangerous.
Yeah.
You don't just do. I said, no, I did it. So we went with the scooters and just drove it like the military base.
Oh wow.
Just they're too chill, they're really chill.
Yeah.
If you do this in my country,
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like the military in Israel is a little more active than, say, the military here in Thailand.
yes.
I'm sure that's an understatement.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's overstretched.
I think Thailand's biggest issue is dealing with the drug smugglers in northern Thailand.
Border control.
Oh yeah, and south too. South is, and they've kind of backed off of that. South is kind of run by the military.
Yes, but it's completely different. The south is from Malaysia. And this is boats, little boats, island. They can come from Indonesian island to Malaysian island to Thai island without crossing border. Then you need navy kind of navy.
Yeah.
Here you need border for more rangers. Trucks that's coming from Laos and stuff. Yeah. But when it comes to dealing with population, you need police. You need them.
See the rainbow?
Very beautiful.
Yes.
You want to explain to the viewers this physical phenomenon? You know how it happens, right?
Yeah, I think so.
You want to explain?
So it sounds like you have a very good understanding. Go for it.
You know, my English is not even good enough. But it's physics, right? You like,
Yeah, optics, yes, yeah. Light going through water, and then it reflects.
so basically you have rain and sun at the same time. The rays of sun hit the water, the cloud of rain, and reflect.
Yeah, or even just the moisture in the air, because it doesn't look like it's quite raining there, but there's probably still some moisture
No,
in
if
the
you
air.
look, it starts from the cloud. It's really active. I don't see it going to the other direction. The sun is there.
Yeah,
It's reflecting on this cloud that is maybe raining now, or just there.
yeah.
It's reflecting that cloud.
It's usually after the rain, which is why I think it's more the mist in the air that causes that than straight rain. But yeah, it certainly looks like a rain cloud. It'll be interesting to see if we get some of that. So here where we're located in northern Thailand, it has a tendency to swirl around us for a while and then hit. And then maybe swirl around another time and come back later in the evening. And it's a very unique geographic location in that regard, because you'll see these lightning and hear the thunder, and then it's right there, and then it'll rain 5 hours later.
Sometimes you can just watch the storm passes
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
in front of you and
Yeah.
And nothing
one
happens
drop,
there.
nothing happens.
Yeah, yeah. Last night I was outside walking around, doing some mantras around the training area at night, and for a good 45 minutes, it was just right there.
Yep.
And then it just crept around. There was a couple sprinkles, but then in about 2-3 hours, it just downpoured. It finally came back around.
This morning,
One of the beauty of being here.
this morning the training area was totally wet.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, it stormed hard last night. Woke some of the people up. Anyway,
Good, thank you.
Hey, do you have tea?
Yeah, I won't.
we must have some.
Tug of war or something.
Yeah, it was like some in-house
Yeah.
competitions. You probably can't hear it with the mic of the phone, but we can hear the cheer from the nearby military base. We're thinking it's for the rainbow, but it could be for something.
Probably a soccer match.
Yeah, a little bit more military based. Some kind of competition there among the Thai brothers and sisters.
Sometimes they're just training or doing something very hard, or they're going running and they're cheering for each other.
Yeah.
Like go, like marine songs and stuff like that. They're marching on. It's been a long time since I was a soldier.
Do you miss it?
No. I barely remember.
Ah, okay.
Seriously, I deleted everything and everybody.
Yeah, moved on from that stage of life.
While I was there, I already moved on.
Is military, is it mandatory here in Thailand? Like I know in Israel it's
Israel is mandatory.
mandatory, but like I wonder in Thailand, is it mandatory?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. I think you're more mandatory to go be a Buddhist monk for like a year or a couple months.
Yeah.
See,
In the
they-
Is there an
Military?
option? Is it like like a military or
No,
No.
monk?
no. Everybody can go to be a monk for summer vacation and then back to school. This is part of their culture.
Yeah. They encourage it. I think the military is, because it's a military country, it's just a decent quality of living.
Yes.
So you get that, you know, because Thailand is a military based country. They more or less kind of run the country. You have your prime minister and you obviously have the king and the royal family. But the military does a lot of, there's a lot of influence and is really kind of a military state that supports the king and the royal family.
I'm pretty sure that when military service is not mandatory, it's becoming like a job. It's professional. That's your job.
Yeah.
It's not like you have to do 1 or 2 years or 3 years. You sign up, you get trained, and that's your job. You're a police officer or you're a soldier. You get paid for training. It's not professional situation.
Yeah, I think the military is even more professional than the police. The police has some corruption to it, and it's what's interesting is it's accepted into the culture. That's just kind of how it is. Like all the local Thai people just understand that. Like, yeah, you even hear.
So it's like that in a lot of places in the world.
Yeah,
With the
corruption
police.
is only negative when you're not involved.
Master Tan said once to Master Ian, the Grandmaster Tan, said, you know, corruption's necessary. Master Ian coming from England, Master Tan coming from Singapore, kind of like, what? And he said, well, you need corruption in order to get things done. You know, so you can, and for example, when this property was built, they went and talked to the people who sign off on everything, and they had a meeting, and it was an hour and a half, and then they're leaving, and it's like, yeah, you can move forward with this plan. And Master Ian was telling me this story, and he says, you know, he turns to his wife, who he says, so, you know, is it going to get approved when we come back? And she looked at him with like a very serious face. We wouldn't be leaving if it wasn't approved. You know, and coming from the Western, especially England or even the United States, nothing happens that fast when you're talking about buildings and structures and zoning and permits. So things can kind of move faster because of that. You know, you go through the proper channels to make it happen. In England, that's a 6-month to 2-year process.
Yes.
Licensing,
Yeah.
and
You have to notify the neighbors that you're going to be building something. And they have to.
Yeah, you're going back to City Hall, back to the county multiple times.
And you're talking
in a
about
year.
building a house. It was a nightmare for me to sell a house. You know how hard it is to sell a house, to know exactly how many meters and to make sure your everything is licensed and everything is
Up
paid.
the code.
And then how many taxes in advance.
Yep.
It took a long months to sell something that it's like gold. Everybody wanted, but not so fast. Always complicated.
Gotta dot those I's and cross the T's, make sure everything's in the right spot.
Yeah, it's like, look under the tent.
I had to laugh when I was in India. I was traveling with an ashram, right? So it's a spiritual community. Everyone's wearing white or yellow. You know, they have their own bus. You know, they're highly respected in India. And we're going through these checkpoints, and they're rounding up money from everyone in every checkpoint, and then just paying off the security people. What's going on here? I'm sure we're official. Like what? And I asked one of the
Officially bribing.
lead people, and he said, "Well, it's just easier. It's just easier." It's like we're constantly coming out because the main spot was in a military encampment that was donated by this woman, very kind woman, and so we had to go through a military encampment. But then there's also these checkpoints, and you even see them here in Thailand. And they said, yeah, it's much easier because we're constantly going back and forth to just pay a little bit of money. It gives money to the local people, to the local guards, to the local
They have
police.
a name for it.
Yeah, it's
Bakshish.
bakshish.
They pay bakshish. It's not bribe. It's fine. It's just bakshish.
Yeah, and it's instead of having to spend
Informal tax.
yeah, instead of going through all the proper channels and all the thing, because they would spend half their time down at the government office trying to get this. It's much just easier to pay the guard and everyone's happy. and you move on. And you know, no harm, no foul. We're not talking about anything malicious or anything criminal here. It's a bunch of yogis who are meditating and offering up free services to the community, like dental, food, and you know, overall like contribution to the community. It's just fascinating though how that works
The more
in the States. You can-
rural the areas are, the less they can actually control the population. They're not even trying as hard. So here the kids are driving 9-year-old with 4 kids on a scooter without helmets.
No.
The police don't try to stop them. They don't try to get something from them. But when you do it,
Right. Okay. Time to begin training again.
yes.
Okay.
All right. So we're going to be working on the Tanto. I believe
Enjoy
you're the two of you. By all means, grab a Tanto. You can probably all practice in the roof unless you prefer to be out under the sun. Maybe wait a little while if you want to, because it will cool down. But you're more than welcome to practice in that area. Please at least come and line up. We'll finish it. I think you're gonna know the whole thing. We'll see how well. Yeah. And we'll finish it for you, but we're gonna come back around
Yeah.
to the beginning. And two, I'm not sure where you're at. The beginning?
Under the roof.
Okay. So,
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
thank you. We're gonna move on now. Unfortunately, the rainbow's gone, so you didn't see it. You missed it.
Thank you. Kulelan, you
To switch it down.
Yeah.
Can I give it to you? Yeah.
Oh, snowflake. Wow.
Snowflake.
Yeah, relax. What you do? Ow!
Oh, you have a new one. You have a new one.
Bit more practice. Bit more practice.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Sunday's weapons, Sunday afternoon. This month we've been working on the Tanto, single blade or small, depending on how you interpret that. Looks something like this. If you ask us from the West, it looks like a sword, but in kind of Chinese Kung Fu, really the only thing they call a sword is a straight sword. Sometimes it's called a broadsword, but really Tantao means single blade, right? And you can think that back in the day, it was probably something like a machete, you know, something that every farmer, every landowner, every peasant probably had somewhat access to, because machetes are a very useful weapon, right? Or a useful tool, let's be honest, right? So then they learn how to use it as a weapon, and then they're pushed to fight into wars and stuff like this. Okay, let's go. All right, everybody, let's line up. Yep, that's Master Ian's blade, right? And you can tell. They were just touching Master Ian's blade. It's made of real steel, and it's quite heavy. Okay, feet together, bow. All right, so Tantao, we're going to work on the Tantao. For the two of you who know it, feel free to start practicing it. For the rest of you, let's go over what we learned last week. Tuba, were you in class last week? Maybe, maybe not.
I don't remember it.
That's okay.
But I had this routine just one time.
Okay.
One time.
Yeah, yeah.
Forgot.
You forgot. Okay.
Start
So,
from scratch.
yeah, we'll start from scratch. All right. So, let's do a little review, and Tuba, try to move along with us to the best you can, right? Remember, we're thinking that where our knuckles are is where the blade is. We're going to move this way, so I'd suggest the three of you kind of getting in a line here. And you've been here 2 weeks now as far as this. Do you remember both weeks?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like, I just don't know how to start it. You know?
Okay.
I don't know where I feel like I learned going backwards first, and then I learned kind of coming forward. And I don't know, and I think there's a beginning before all that, and then of course there's an end to that.
There is. So let's not worry so much about the back part, although we'll probably go over at some point during the class. We'll see if we can do the whole routine. But let's just work on the review. Hopefully some of this will look familiar, right? But I'll try to go at a good pace, right? So we're starting in the middle of the routine because we want to, everyone has kind of learned some of this, and then we're going to finish it and then review, and then probably add to what people don't know. So some people need to know the beginning, some people need to review, and then some people need to build off of this, right? So we would have just finished the side section, and we finished the side section like this. So we're in a good bow and arrow stance, right? The back leg is straight, and we would have just sliced right up the center, right? And from here, we do our classic, it's a 90-degree turn. So we're going to lift that left knee up, protect it, and turn. And then lift that right knee up, protect it. And the key here is when you come through, you can turn the wrist and then just kind of pull it up like a bicep, and it's in position, right? And we're going to bring that around our head and then down to the hip here, to the Qingming, and we're going to get into a cat stance with the left foot. Right, and here we are. And does this look familiar? A little bit, right? So from here, we kind of make it look a little fancier, right? We want to be fancy, we're performing. We kick out with the left, bring the right over, and as you do it, you bring the blade around and in front. And here we're doing a little parrying. Jump out with the left, step with the right, and then stab. And when you're stabbing, we always want to have that back leg straight. We got 60% of the weight on the front foot, right? And you get that power, yeah. And we've now gotten to the end of the line, which we do 3 different times. Every time we get to the end of the line, we step back into this stance, right? Yeah, just like that. And that left hand is right in the center, and we're here in this position, right? Now from here, we're going to drop, and turn, right? So you drop the left heel, you turn on the right heel, protect it, and do our spin, right? Yeah, now we're going to slice to the right. And we're thinking, neck height, roughly. Slicing to the right, then bring it around, stepping forward with the left. Let me get in front of you guys. Slice, right? As you bring it around, step, slice again. Bring it around, slice. So the right foot, and we just slice to the right. Now from here, we're going to do this 180-degree turn where you bring that right toe right into the left toe, and it's going to push that left leg out, right? Now, I do recommend trying to get that right foot to face. If this is 12, get it to face that 1 o'clock. If you have it flat like this, when you turn, your foot's going to not be in a very good position. So ideally, we want it to be in that position, right? And then how to get the momentum, there's a few different ways, but the easiest way is just to kind of come up and leading with that point, stabbing through, right? And then because we just did a turn, we do our classic defend the right leg, stepping back into a cat stance. So just bring your right foot back there, Tuba. So we just stabbed, not the left, the right one. Normally we do both. You're 100% on, but for this one, your right foot's in the back. We're just doing the right. Right? Bring it over the shoulder. That left foot steps in front. The right leg is what comes up. No, the other one. Yeah, the other right. Exactly. Right? It might look easy there at home, but it can be kind of challenging when you're looking at someone trying to figure out your right and your left, believe it or not. Especially, you're not the first and you won't be the last. So from here, we're going to do that kind of tricky movement, right? I'm going to move a little bit forward, but this is where we're going to do that figure 8. So I generally only count 4 times, but you can count 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Put it around the back. Your right foot should be forward, right? And we're going to drive the knee up, kick, bring it around, slice. You can use the back, and I'll try to pull everyone up forward. Slice. Now we've gotten to the end of the line again, so we do our classic step back. Yeah, you're here. Bring it across your body, step, and into a nice defensive position here, right? And like we do every time we're in this position, don't have your hand on the blade. Yeah, just have it in the center. It's really just there so that you could use it if someone hit it and it came back to you, you'd have defense. It wouldn't come into you, right? And if you needed, you could push it into someone. But we generally don't want to touch the blade. Our oils from our hand do tend to rust the blades. So drop the left, turn on the right heel, and we're going to do a 360 here. So you cut, 360, and then it's a slice up, right? And again, we're going to do that 180-degree turn, but this time a little different. Bring it in, and now the blade, you're going to turn it, and you're going to come up with the blade. And we really, and there's a couple things that could be. It could be slicing up, and we're hitting our arm, if nothing else, so that the blade doesn't come right into our face, right? Because that wouldn't be very good marksmanship, right? Now from here, because we did a turn, we generally do the same thing every turn. Lift up that right knee, defend it, step back, bring it over the left shoulder into that cat stance, right? And from here, this is probably all new, right? Little new?
This is all, I've done this.
This was last week.
Yeah.
This new part should be new. This is the very end. So just like we did with the parry, you can kind of chamber the knee, jump out, bring that right leg over. You want the two knees right into each other. Bring it around, and now you're doing, nope, I'm sorry. Just bring it around and slice. Right? Slice. So you're slicing across the front of you about neck height. Slice. Once that point of the blade goes past you, you're going to bring it back. And you're going to bring that left foot in front. Right? Across the body. So now you got the left foot, right? I know, but you're always smiling, so it makes it easy, right? So here we go, and now we're going to do the same thing. We're going to slice. But here, as soon as the blade gets kind of past your midsection and you already would have sliced the opponent, you're going to turn on the balls of your feet. And as you do that, you're then going to cradle the sword in your left hand. Right? So let's do that again. So you're slicing with that left foot forward, and it's crossed. The feet are crossed. Right? Slicing here. And then as you turn on the balls of your feet, you cradle it. Right? And if you're real fancy, you can look behind you, because that would be our center line. Those would be the judges. Those would be our audience, or the people that we'd be performing for. And then you're going to bring it back into a cat stance. Now, how you want to do that is up to you. Right? There's a million ways. This is where the art kind of gets individualized. You could bring your knee over in a nice swooping motion. You could jump. Right? If I'm here and I turn, right? It's however you want to kind of do this. You can just step. Make sure my feet are right. You can just step and turn. It's a little bit easier, especially in the beginning. And we're giving our salute, just like we do in the beginning. So we're showing off the weapon. We're saluting the audience.
Are you in a cat stance? Or
Yes, you are. You're in a cat stance. All your weight is going to be on the left foot, and that right foot is really just balancing on that pad, right? We don't want it too close to our body, so if your knee is extending out further than your foot, let it come out a little bit more, right? It looks a little bit more powerful this way. And then the very end is dropping the sword, lifting up your right hand, turning 90 degrees. And the thing is that they keep moving, so it's a windmill. So it turns, now the left comes up, the right comes down, left comes down, right comes here, you look to the left, and the hand comes down. So that's the whole end, but let's go through that a few more times, right? But I just want you to get the look of it, right? How was the review? Did it click? You kind of remember? No,
yeah,
you don't.
I mean, I remembered everything up until this very end.
Okay.
At least I'd seen it. I'll correct myself. Didn't remember it. I'd seen it before. Didn't
Okay.
It looked familiar.
Same. Like, okay. So then we can get to that. We just did the really tricky, I know you guys were practicing this a lot last week, where we did the jump. We did the jump and the strike. Yeah? So we can go from stepping back.
That's just really like that.
Yeah. And you can think with that, and this is can be really useful whenever you're doing the cat stance on either side. As you step back, if you step back far enough, you just naturally will pull that other foot into a cat stance. And then it takes very little effort. So we don't have to step and then try to position it. It kind of just will come back into that position. Yeah, right? And so from here, again, no, we're going to drop the heel, turn on the right heel, and we do that 360. and slice up. Right? We want this to be a slice up just like on the side sections. Right? And getting used to that turn. Again, this is another spot where you can kind of play with it, right? This is an art, so we want to play with the art. Obviously, in the beginning, we're just trying to get the muscle memory. Same with you at home. We're just trying to get that muscle memory. But as you get used to it, you really want to, that might be a little too up and down, but jumping can really help to get the full spin. And what I mean by that is if I just do this, it can be tough to get the foot around. I'm used to it, so it happens pretty naturally for me. But generally in the beginning, people's feet are kind of like this, and you want to get it over. So if you're jumping, and you drop that left heel, turn on the right, clear the way, you can use the momentum of that to slice up. And then we're going to do our 180-degree turn. Right, making sure to not slice into our face. We just did a turn, so we go into another cat stance. And here we're going to jump out, bring it around, slice. Bring it all the way around before you move. Bring it all the way around. So it's not a collarbone strike. And let it come level. Yeah, exactly, just like that. And then bring it back around. As you do that, the left foot moves with it.
And it comes all the way, now this comes over the shoulder.
And now this slides. Yeah, it's the same way. You're coming out again, slicing, and then once you've gone past your center, or really your probably right shoulder, you turn. And then we come back, and we do this.
You switch hands.
Yep, you've switched hands.
You might be looking backwards, if you can get there.
Yeah, if you want to get enough of the twist. And then you come into a cat stance. So you can just turn on that left foot, right, as we're here, and you come here. You can turn on the left foot. You can just step, right, making sure that right foot is the front one. So the left foot is going to be your stable foot. So you can just turn on the heel, or you can pick it up and give it this kind of showmanship. Either way is fine. Right, so let's just go through that little sequence there, starting from here. Right? So we're going to drop the left, turn on the right heel, and slice up. Nice. Right, and what we're looking at, exactly, everyone has that hand, that's really nice. This is teaching us the collapsing maybe isn't the right word, but the movement in the shoulder to get that springy power through, right? And then coming back over, turning the blade so that it's coming up. And we want our knuckles facing up. Right? Protect that right leg, coming back into a cat stance. I'm just going to come a little bit forward for everybody. Coming back into a cat stance. Try to get the, yeah. And from here, kind of jumping forward, defending ourselves, clearing away anything, strike. Bring it back, left foot comes out, strike, curve, and now bring it around and salute. Right? Now, if you can, get us all in maybe a line. Yeah. Okay.
You're just here,
Yep.
right? Is that correct?
Well, so let's go from this position, right? We just did our slice. We just did this little bit here. Defended that right leg, came back into our cat stance. And from here, just like we did from the turn, from this position after you do the side sequence, except for instead of a parry move, you're just going to defend and slice. And so if you can, you want those knees into each other and using them for support. And then bring it around. Left foot comes first. Slice, turn, and bring it back to here. But you want your right foot forward. Yeah, pivot on the left foot and turn on the left foot.
That's what I'm doing, but it's still forward. I don't understand why that's.
Because you're not bringing the right foot around.
And then I just.
Because from that position,
There. Okay.
your right foot should be the forward one.
Here, right?
Yeah,
And I'm just. I think what I'm doing, I'm just going like this.
yeah, exactly. You're not bringing the right foot in front. Yeah. All right, one more time. Or do you think you got it? One more time. One more time. They asked for one more time. Yeah. So from this position, jump out, bring it around, slice, bring it back, left foot in front, curved, and coming back to the center. Turning on that right foot or that left foot. Yeah, you got it. Cat stance, displaying. Yeah. Okay, so let's see that if I can. And let's go from this position. So that's going to require the turn. This spot, here, 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 and this, right? I have faith in you. You can do it. The people at home have faith in you, don't you? Don't you? You can nod your heads. See, they do. They have faith in you as well. Yep. Nope, that's just a classic. Because we've turned, every time we turn, we defend that right leg and bring it into a cat stance. Yeah. Yep, yep. So it's this one. Lift that right knee, defend, come over. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, that's exactly it. Tuba, that's exactly it.
We're starting from here.
Yeah. So you don't step. You don't step with that right foot. Really, the left foot should be in front. You're just dropping the heel and turning on the heel. Clear. Step with the right. Right. Defend the right into a cat stance. And now turn around, Toby. Actually, both of you. So from that position, the left foot is in the cat stance. Yeah. Yep. So from that one, Tuba, bring that right foot in to the left foot. And then just step out into a bow and arrow stance, and then just let that come up. Yes. Yep. So here, step back into a cat stance. And then from the cat stance, bring it around, slice, bring it around, slice, hold it. Yeah, your legs don't, for that one, your knees don't necessarily have to be into each other. For the right, it is, but for the left, it's much easier if it's just in front. So try to have it, they can still be into each other there, but the closer they are, the harder it's going to be to get that turn. So if the left can be a little bit more forward, so you can turn a little bit easier. Yeah, exactly, and then just come back to center. And that right foot is in front in a cat stance. All the weight is on our left foot. And then from here, you're doing this kind of windmills. And as you do the windmill, bring that right foot back. And then leave the hand right here and look to your left. And you can kind of come down with a little bit of attitude. Right? It has a very military feel to it, actually.
I mean,
Yeah, yeah. It's not quite a salute, but it is. But you know, this is. You can get the character on your face as well. You know, I can do something. I can do something like this, right? And the people at home can tell the difference. I can do. Okay, I'm here. I can do something like. Right? Not a whole lot of energy there, not a whole lot of character. Or, if the camera can see, right, I can, you know, a little more control, a little more expression, a little more energy. That's the next level of the routine, but this is one of those moments where you can do it, so you're getting kind of this, and you just want to look sharp, and you can kind of push the energy down and exuberating that confidence, even if it's a little wavering. Yeah, they don't know, right? The people at home don't know. But I'll tell you what, if someone does this, right? That's a sad puppy dog face. Yeah, I know I'm not feeling so confident there. Now everyone's going to know it, right? A lot of us wear our expression on our face, and this is part of the Kung Fu. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Any questions?
Just this turn when you switch hands. So
Yes.
we are, sword is in my right, I've just come across this way.
Yeah, so jump out, the right is in front, right? And the left comes around.
Comes around. And then this is just turn with the right foot.
Yeah,
But it's, the hands are a salute.
a salute. Yep, we end and we start and end with a salute always. In this Kung Fu, we want to show respect. Currently our audience is the live stream. It could be a live audience, right? It could just be the video camera and being a recording, but we always give our salute. Do you have any questions?
No. I'm so sleepy.
Yeah,
Out of sleep and the energy drop.
yeah, I can see that. I can see that. So how can I make it more exciting for you? Yeah, can we do some jumping jacks or?
I'll get there.
Okay.
As far as I can remember.
Okay. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay,
Come
so
along, let's come along.
so why don't the three of you kind of practice that? Tuba, you can maybe follow them, right? And then I'm gonna check in with these guys over here.
Where do we start from this, like, where do we start the first thing we did just this afternoon? Not from here, we started from a different,
No, you started from here, right? And you do this. Are you talking about this bit?
yeah.
And you do the turn, and you come around, and you slice up. Right? And then we do the 180-degree turn. Yeah. So I would say try to go from there, get that into the muscle memory. How's it going over here? Yeah. Hey, come on over here with us, Kate. So, no, Kate, come on over here. Follow the camera, or follow the mic if you can. So, let's look at the routines. We're going to watch some routines here and give them some positive feedback and perhaps some things that can help them improve, right? Who would like to be first?
Rock, paper, scissors. Rock, paper, scissors.
Okay. Okay, so eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a tiger crane by its toe. If it hollers, let it go, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. That's right. I guess so. I'm pretty sure I did that wrong, but you can let us know in the chat if I did. Yep. All right. There's no chat? All right. Okay, and now Todd's moving into the side section here. And now he's doing this figure eight as he steps back, and he's going to continue. And now he's going to come back to the center. One, two, three. And now he's going to come for the big kind of finale. Is he using the heavy blade? Ah. Okay. Okay. How did that feel? Yeah?
Here and there.
Okay.
I don't have a lot of space, so I like pulled the kick a bit short and then I went off to the side.
Okay. Yeah. But you feeling like the rest is coming along?
It's coming along. There's a few little bits from the crane. I tend to put my hand on the back.
Yeah.
I'm not meant to.
No, you're not. Yeah, and there's no need to fully extend it.
Yeah.
And you want to try to get the power through.
Back leg straighten the back.
Yeah. So that's one thing that you're going to have to work on.
Yeah.
You straighten the back leg every time. So when you're slicing, right, there's good movement there. You can tell that you've remembered the sequence, which is, and to the point where you can flow with it to a certain extent, which is great. This is good. But finish the moves.
Finish the moves.
Right? Yeah, don't flow too much. Let yourself get that leg extended. Get that power through slicing, moving the hip. Other hand is not touching the blade at all. Definitely do not do that. Don't do this.
Yeah.
The other hand is not touching the other hand. Yeah, don't cross them over either. So it's really just following the wrist, but it's not coming onto the wrist at all, right? And if anything, you can kind of keep it a little bit in the center line as a defense, right? Right, don't cross your hands over there. You're doing this. When you come in here, you're doing this. Yeah, keep it more here because it's following the wrist, but then if it gets hit, you could stop it. If it's right here, you can't stop it, and it's going to come right back to you.
Yeah.
Right? If it's just here, you can stop it. So we want to think, yes, it's following that wrist, but it's also keeping somewhat of our center line because there's purpose there. There's functionality there. Right? Right? And instead of just getting the wrist, slice through. Right? We want to slice. Like this, you don't slice like this. Right? You slice like that. So the blade is going to be angled. So when you're slicing, yeah, so it's not this, it's this. Right? And that's going to be true of everything. We want to slice with the blade. Don't bring it all the way through. Slice. You're still kind of doing this. And you're ending like this. It's a slice. Yeah, come over here. Slice the bag. Yeah. See how that's a slice?
Yeah, whereas I was just...
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. If you're just doing that, okay, that's not really going to slice anything. It's just going to stick into something.
Yeah.
It's going to stick into something. And then especially if you start to get it to where it's the blade's way out here, again, it's going to slip into something. And it's leaving you very, very open. So instead, if you come through with the slice, at no point am I open. I'm slicing through. Again, it's in my center.
Yeah.
I'm not way out here. Now I'm completely defenseless. Here, I'm still having some of that defense, and I'm slicing, and I can use my hip and my leg to get that through, not just doing my arm. The moving of the arm is what causes it to be like this. Right? I'm just using my wrist. If I can slice through with my hip and my legs pushing through, it's much easier to get that movement.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it goes from that.
Yeah, looks a lot better. Slicing heads,
Okay.
meaning business. Yeah. So in the beginning, we've talked about this before. It's a tough move, but after that beginning sequence, and you turn, right? It's down the elbow, up. Yeah. What I saw there was just something like that. So the tighter we can make it,
So you want it to touch the arm?
100%.
100%.
Yeah, it's literally touching the arm and wrapping around the elbow and sliding down.
I was just trying to avoid touching it.
Yeah, this is one of the few times that you touch the blade. Usually you don't want to touch the blade. Todd's absolutely correct there. This is one of the few times that you do have the blade touch. And something to think about, the better you get with it, the closer the blade stays to your body.
Yeah.
Right? So in the beginning, people are kind of flailing around. When they do this one, it's like, right? But really, right, that's nice and tight. The tighter you can make it, the better it looks. The better it is, and it shows more control.
Yeah.
So no one expects it to be very tight in the beginning, but this is what we work towards.
Yeah.
Yeah. I felt like there was maybe, oh, wait. Yeah, it was just kind of finishing the moves in your side section. I actually thought this was pretty good. But you can get this. Yeah, you don't want to touch the back, but you can get this. Yeah, exactly. driving through. Not so much movement on the front leg, but definitely, right? Because we're coming from this position, and you can use that step, bam, and you get that back movement too. And all that springy power comes through, right? This actually was quite nice. You were able to sink into it, probably from all that Sai training, right? And when you come out here, really allow that straightening of the leg and the hip to come through for that collarbone strike. Yeah. You know, I would say that's probably the biggest thing is,
Keeping the back leg straight.
yeah, well, it's okay that it's bent in the beginning, but using the straightening of it to get the power through is really what we want to focus on. Not just making sure it's straight. That's really here or there, who really cares? But yes, you can probably feel the difference of the strike. And then there, it's going to be easier if your foot is a little more turned, because then you can get your hip activated. When you stepped back, your foot is kind of perpendicular to you. And then what happens is this restricts the hip movement. So this is the best I can turn. As soon as I turn that, whoa, I can come right through. I can come right through. And then I'm just going to be slicing that target right in half. So those are the things. Yeah, much better, yeah. Just don't collapse the knee. Your leg came down, but that just takes practice. But yeah, getting that foot so that you're in a good bow and arrow stance when you come back allows for the hip to come around. Yeah, nice. And if you can, when making the jump, trying to get that behind. Yeah.
Because I've been doing it for the side.
Yeah, that one was, it was definitely over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's tricky. It's
Like
tricky.
using that bone to catch it when I put it behind there.
Ah, okay.
And then I catch it like that.
Yeah. Not ideal, but yeah. So you're aware of it, right? And for those of you at home, it's not an easy move. It takes a while to get the wrist flexibility and used to having a sword. So it's quite a difficult maneuver to go from here to there and get the timing. Yeah. It kind of wants to leak out or not even come all the way like this. This is no bueno, right? No good. We want to try to get that to come in nice and tight so that when we jump and land, we can drop it and it becomes our defense. Yeah. But it's coming around really good. I mean, Todd's been here a month. So a lot of people don't even learn the routine in a month. It's a tricky routine. We teach it in a month, but it's hard. And Todd's already onto a sword, has been for a little while. And it's because he keeps putting in a lot of work. And we applaud that. Like, I've seen him training hours and hours in his free time. And it shows. It shows. You might not be able to tell that at home because you're not familiar with the routine, but it definitely shows. Like, seriously, awesome work. Yeah, you should be proud of it. That's a, yeah. It's a gold star, baby. Yeah. No, it's like, you know, it's not easy. As you can see, some of your fellow students are struggling with it, and that's common. We all struggle with it. And you just have a good knack for it. And you really, it's probably the extra, like 15 hours or more, at least. If you hear him, more than 15 of his own time.
I think the first time we did it, I went off and practiced for like 3 hours straight after doing an hour and a half.
And that's just wild. That's just wild. That's inspiring. He went and practiced for 3 hours on his own. One routine, and he didn't even know the whole routine. You just knew it's just the side bits. Yeah, this is crazy. That's awesome. It's honestly inspiring. So keep it up. Did you bring down the sides?
I did not. I can go get them.
We don't have much time, but if yeah. Okay, now Let's see if we can get the other one. Okay. You thought maybe you could get away by just teaching. Thank you for
No,
teaching,
it's
by the way.
fine. Yeah, you're welcome.
Okay.
Always want to improve, so I'm happy to.
Yeah, right. We love that. Selena's one of our newer instructors here, and she's always looking to improve her Kung Fu, which we love and appreciate. Yeah. Because that shows real dedication and passion, which is what it's all about,
Exactly.
right?
Exactly. Let's see if I have enough things. I know that they are jumping back now.
Yeah.
It will be a real fight when I come in front and they just jump back.
Yeah. So now we have Selena. She's going to perform for us. She's been on holiday and been back 2 weeks now. Oh, okay. Well, the rust should be off, but we'll see. Yeah. He's in love with his size.
Raffaello.
And a nice upper slice. Now she's going to return back to the center for a parry here. And the challenging front jump. And the turn. Very nice, very nice. Bravo, yeah. Very nice. But please continue practicing. Because we want you to look like that too, right? Okay, so that was very nice, it was good. Yeah. You had some opportunity there where you got some nice power through and very clean, precise movement. You could, as you get more comfortable, speed it up a little bit. There's some moments, try to get a little bit more, maybe change in pace. There was some change in pace, which was very nice. The things get up slow. The movements are there, clean. This is awesome. This is very good. A little bit more flowing into the next one. Right? You know what I mean? Again, try to keep the hand off the wheels and away from the thing. It's following the wrist. It's not on the wrist, it's not on the blade. Because this is not what we want. More here. Because again, if I swing through, my energy's here, I'm following through. But if I needed to, if I'm here, it's not there. It's going to come back into me and I can be compromised. And if my hand's on the blade, I'm not really getting to swing it through. I'm actually kind of limiting it. It's now becoming a two-handed sword. And it's not a two-handed sword. It's a one hand, and that other hand is following. And we're actually trying to get this yin-yang, where there's like almost an energetic push that's happening. It's coming through, so that left hand's almost pulling it through and pushing it through. right? So no need to bring it too close, right? I probably bring it a little too close, to be honest. And so people are copying me.
Yeah, I got
It's a
it.
good lesson for me, right? It's, right? I was taught to follow the wrist, but not touch the wrist. And Master Ian's even said, like this one, I'm quite close. His hand's up here,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, but that looks quite nice. You know, you're keeping your elbow in, you're using your body. But you're at that stage of really trying to incorporate the rest of your body and really use it. Do finish a couple of the stabs going to here instead of letting that energy come through. Like when you turn after here,
Normally you have to finish all the
or no, I'm sorry, after this one, and you came through, you just did that,
Okay.
right? Now, for those at home, you might not be able to tell, but, right, you can get that power in, and that requires an extension and a movement of the hip. Get that power to come through. If you can get a little shake, this plate's pretty stiff, but if you can get something to shake on there, this is what we're going for, instead of just, yeah, see? A lot more power in that one, and you finish it.
Yeah.
You finish it.
So I stayed here.
Yeah, there's just a little bit of a short arm.
Yeah.
Same with, there was another move with the staff, that was kind of the same thing. But these are minor deals just to make it better. So a little flow, follow through on the strikes, and watch the hand placement, right?
Okay.
Right? Those are just some 3 things, like to give about 2 or 3 per time to work on, and then we go and see next time what it looks like. Maybe it's too flowy, and we have to tighten it up. This is a constant thing with Kung Fu, right? You're just finding that middle
Finding the
ground,
balance.
finding the balance, right? Yeah. But look at, she's happy, she's smiling. This is what we want, right? We're improving, we're getting better. It's coming along quite nice. Selena's only been here,
Not really months.
yeah, but for 1 month you weren't here, or is that 3.5 months you've actually been here?
In total. When I count November last year,
Yeah.
and it's in total it's 3.5 months.
Yeah, 3.5 months
In
in the
pieces.
last, in pieces, right? So, very good work. Very good work. We have a lot of hope for Selena, or a lot of optimism for Selena, because she's a very quick learner. She picks things up really quick, and she's hungry for knowledge, which we like.
Always more.
Yeah, always more. She's always ready for more, right? So, we want to get good at what we got, but we got to give her some more, right? So this is good. Keep it up. Did you have any questions? No. Okay. Awesome. Oh, I know which one it was. It was after this. Same kind of thing. It was just a little short.
Oh, yeah.
So that same staff, just trying to get the energy through. What you did right there, when you showed me in the audience, yeah, I could hear it. I don't know if you could hear it there, but I could hear it. That's the energy coming through, which is really a main thing that we're trying to accomplish with the sword. One, we're learning the routine, learning how to flow with our body, get the chi through, and having a weapon can oftentimes help us to get the energy through, right? And if you can get it into the weapon, you can get it into your hand. You can get it in, whether it's a fist or open hand.
Do like jump the same as with the staff, with the Tanto, or not that much. It's different, so I might not do it maybe, but
Can you clarify what you mean?
you know when I use the staff,
Yeah.
when I try to bring the power through, that I jump always. Am I doing the same?
Not that I noticed, not as much. Maybe in this,
Different,
but this is an upward
some-
motion.
Mhm.
But the movement is quite different. It's pretty easy to get that with the staff. The sword, there's a lot more horizontal cuts, and it's slicing compared to a blunt object that's like exactly coming down or coming across, but then upwards. But then that tends to want to do that. But I didn't notice that. Because a vast improvement, something that she's been working on Oftentimes people want to drop their knees and strike like this. But really, we want to have that front knee pretty stationary, and then the power is just coming through. If I'm doing that, the energy is kind of dissipating. It's coming up, right? Instead of coming across. Using that, straightening the leg to power through the hip to bring the energy through. Right? You've been working on it.
I tried, yeah.
Yeah. That's all we can ask for, right?
Thank you.
That's all we can do, yeah, thank you. Okay, now let's return to our other group. How are you guys doing?
Partner with me. Size against Tanto.
I feel like I got this mixed up.
You did. You did. You had it right. You were right there. You just sliced it around.
Yeah.
So think you're going to slice with the same way you're going to step.
Okay, so if the first one is right across.
Yeah. So then it's coming this way. It comes across. So it comes with the right foot.
Okay.
Yeah, and then we slice.
Okay.
And then as it comes back around, it comes through with the left foot. Yeah, keep going. Exactly. And then bring it back.
Understand, Eddie? Yep. Yep.
You,
Is this really?
so then,
Just to line
this,
Okay, let's go. Yeah.
here, this, here, and then you said it comes with the right.
Yeah, so the right steps across. Yes.
Slice.
Yes.
Yeah.
All the way back around. Slice, keep going. Look to the life, we can get there.
Anstatt einfach hier, ist wirklich so dramatisch.
Yeah, because you're coming down low, so you want to keep that up at that height, and then it's above your shoulder, so that it's very easy to cradle it. And ideally, the cradle happens right about. Okay, I've just sliced. It's no longer in my center, so as you start to turn, bring that hand right into it. So you've already, by about here, you've already started to turn. So as your back is turned, you have. Oh. Yeah, so I'm here. Yeah, left hand is coming up. You don't need to keep it way out. If anything, it's here, and your body's turning into it. I'm getting that right come around. That's going to be the challenge for you, is to get that right foot come around.
Yeah, yeah.
Otherwise, it's going on nicely. Yeah. Yeah, no need to bring it to the head. It's more over the shoulder and down. Just getting your military on.
I guess. You got a baton or a sword.
Yeah, it's very military-esque. There's no doubt about that.
And then we did more than this today. We reviewed more, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
Where did we start from?
We started from here. And let's go through it together.
Okay.
Yeah. So this would have been just the end of the side section, which you knew. Well, you didn't know the side section, but it's here, and then this is where you do this. And then we step back, and now we're going to do a 90-degree turn. So you defend, come back into that cat stance. Jump, bring it around. Same thing as you do in the very end. Yeah, you can just chamber the knee and come out, bring that right around, and just like in the end, you bring it around, but instead of slicing, we do that pairing. You tell them, Selena. You tell them. Serious. Right? Come on. Stab. Yeah. And then anytime we get to the end, that's when we turn. So these are when we turn. This is when we get to the end of the line, because now we're going to have to go back. So we drop that heel, we turn, slice,
Oh, this is the 3 slices. Yep.
right? Slice, slice, right? Bring it up, or you, if you feel comfortable, you can do a little turn, stab. Really get that extension in the back leg. Try to have a good bow and arrow stance. And then because we turned, and now we're going to do the 8th step. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Kick, jump, slice. So this, you think neck height, right? You just did the turn, right? Slice, right? Slice. Oh, actually, yeah. We'd slice here first. Sorry, right foot first. It's hard for me to do it sometimes out of turn. Slice, slice. And then the 180-degree turn, stab. Keep that left leg down, and actually 60% of your weight's here, and that's how you can get that that power, yeah, through the back leg. And then because we've turned, yes, and we step back into that cat stance. And now,
Right is forward, correct?
yep, but you want to bring that one more time and around. So how we're doing that, 1, this is the first step, is just coming out of the cat stance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bring it around. Power up with the knee and jump and kick, land, and spin. Yes, exactly. And your energy is well balanced there. You're not too far forward. Yep. And now that you've got to the end of the line, we do the same move every time. Yes. Yes, exactly. Except for if you can, bring it up a little higher. And I'd recommend, yes, because we don't hold the sword like this, and it does feel,
And it's also too long when I sweep the floor, too.
yeah. And it feels drastically different. Just that weight distribution difference from here and there is pretty significant.
Mm-hmm. So we just done collarbone strike, and then we just and then now we just
Yes, exactly.
then we go here, and then
So we don't want to be, again, that front foot, we have,
there's also switching stances in this.
yeah, there is. It's quite complicated with that. Yeah, from there, and you really want to sink that in because we got 60% of our weight there. So it's, before we do that, because we just turned, got to protect that right leg, come back into our cat stance, and then from here it's, think neck. Again, if you can keep that above the shoulder, it's, Yeah, because you're cutting at someone's neck. And you have a tendency to kind of do this, and then you come around and you bring it down here. And that's why you can't find it into your arm. So if it's up higher, it's much easier to cradle. It just want to slides right into that arm of yours. Beautiful, right? Strut it, work it, yeah. You can strut it too. Oh. Is it past 6 o'clock? Yes. Okay, I'm so sorry. let's put away. I got into it. Apparently everyone else did too.
Well, that clock hasn't been right all day, but maybe they.
Oh, really? Okay. It has a tendency of being off, even though we keep changing it to be right.
Just wants to keep us practicing.
Right. Well, and I like that everyone was excited and wanted to keep training. This is always a good thing. So thank you for joining us. We appreciate you. We're going to bow out here. All right. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate your energy. I'm glad you guys kept going. No one was watching the clock, which is a good thing. This is what we want. We're going to go to dinner. Thank you for joining us. Wish you were here training with us. Maybe sometime you will come and enjoy the beautiful northern Thailand. We're in Pai, a beautiful village. Once again, thank you. Enjoy the rest of your day or evening. We look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. Enjoy.